Many of us love to travel. The one problem with travel is that staying in a position for a long period of time, such as driving or flying, can cause low back pain. Today we're going to be going over a couple tips and tricks as well as a couple stretches on how to manage your low back pain while traveling. I think it's first important to discuss the number of breaks that you should take throughout your travels. I have a lot of friends out there that won't stop the car unless the gas tank is totally on E. What I recommend is try and take a break every half hour while you're driving to give your back a break and your muscles time to kind of reset. And I'll show you some stretches at the end of this video to help you maximize those breaks. In order to be able to perform a long drive without getting low back pain, it's important to consider posture. So let's first start by adjusting our seat. Everyone's got these doodads down here, or they might even have a lever, but not everyone knows how they should be positioned. So let's talk a little bit about that. First thing that we're gonna be doing is in between the backrest and the bottom of the seat, we want roughly a 100-degree angle. So when you think about 100 degrees, it's just a little bit more than 90 or that right angle. Go ahead and position that now. The next thing that we should consider is our entire spine. So let's consider the head and neck here. We're gonna bring the chin back and rest the top of our head onto the headrest here. And then of course we gotta do something with these hands. Everyone's taken driver's training. My driver's training lady always told me 10 and 2, 10 and 2, 10 and 2. And if you're watching, let me know in the comments down below. Now that we got our hands on 10 and 2, we should also consider not leaning towards one side versus the other. The last thing that we need to consider is how close are we to the pedals. And we can use our button down here to kind of adjust ourselves. What we need to be doing is we're trying to look for that 90-degree angle here. We want that as close to 90 degrees as possible, because the farther that is away, the more stress that we're gonna put on our low back. If you're getting some value out of today's video, let me know by hitting that like and subscribe button down below. Now that we got some driving in, let's jump into these stretches. Woo! After that long drive, I'm ready to do some stretching. So the first muscle group that we're gonna be stretching is the hip flexor muscle group. And although these muscles might not seem like a low back muscle that needs to be stretched, after sitting in the car for a long period of time, these muscles tend to get shortened and they also attach to the spine. So I like to use what we already have in front of us. So whether you're on a break or you're done with your drive, which hopefully you are, what we're gonna do is we're gonna hang on both hands here and then put the back of our foot onto the car here. Take a little step forward and then lean into that stretch. We're gonna hang on to this stretch for about 30 seconds and don't forget to do both sides. The next muscles that we're gonna target here are the hamstring muscles. And again, these muscles don't seem like muscles that need to be stretched for the low back. However, due to their attachments on the pelvis, they can cause a decent amount of SI joint pain if they're over tight. And after sitting in a position like this for a long period of time, it shortens these muscles and it's important to lengthen them. So again, let's use what we have in front of us, whether you're on a break, whether you're at home already. What we're gonna do is we're gonna prop our heel up here, and then we're just gonna lead with our hips here and bend into this. Hang out here for about 30 seconds, and then don't forget to do the other side. Last muscle group that we're gonna be targeting is our back muscles, and we're still gonna be using our car here, and we're even gonna get a little bit of traction throughout our spine, so it should feel really good. So what we're gonna do for this exercise is we're gonna hang on top of the door here, we're gonna leave it open, and then we're gonna be bending at the knees. Try and let the rest of your back just relax, and we're gonna hold this position for about a minute. Let me know how some of these tips and tricks work for you. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.